Hello everyone. Let us now discuss how can we solve this problem. Minimum operations to make array elements 0. So we are having this question like 2D array queries. We are given with 2D array queries where queries of I is of form L, comma R. Each queries of I defines an array of integers nums consisting of elements ranging from L to R, both inclusive. So in one operation, we can select two integers a and b, replace them with floor of a by 4 and floor of b by 4. Your task is to determine the minimum number of operations required to reduce all elements of the array to 0 for each query. Return the sum of the results for all queries. So that means we are having this 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 4. So for 1 comma 2, we select nums of 0 and nums of 1. The array becomes 0 comma 0 in just one operation. So just one operation, we have got queries of 0 as every element of queries of 0 as 0. Now queries of 1 starting with 2 comma 4. So 2, 3 and 4, the nums will contain 2, 3, 4. In the first operation, select nums of 0 and nums of 2. The array becomes 0, 3, 1. And in the second operation, select nums of 1 and 2. So totally 2 plus 1, it will be 3 operations. Let us take the example of 2 comma 6 so that you can understand it betterly, right? So I am taking the example of 2 comma 6. So what we'll do is take this 2 and 5. So floor of so let us just take this 2 and 5. So 2 can be made as 0 by how many operations? Only one operation. So it will be 2 by 0, 2 by 4 will be 0. 3, 4 and 5 by 4 will give us 1 and then 6. Now I'll select this 4 and 6. So 0, 3, 4 by 4 is 1 and 6 by 4 is also 1. Now let me take this. This is the first operation. This is the second operation. Now what I'll do is I'll take this 1 and then 1. So it will give me 0, 3, 1. 1 by 4 is 0. 1 by 4 is 0. Now this is third operation. Now I'll take 3 and 1. So 3 by 4 is 0, 1 by 4 is also 0. Floor, the floor values. So totally I have took 4 values. But if you see, I am taking this 4 and then the 6, but it is not quite thing like we will be taking only two larger elements. But let me tell you how. First thing is I am having this 2 comma 6. Let us take for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go by this 8. Okay, 8 and okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let us see. So for 1, 2, and 3, how many operation does it take to make it as 0? Only one operation. Now, for these elements, let's not confuse it by these things. So, 4 by 4 is giving me 1, and then 1 should be made as 0. Now, 8 by 4 is giving me 8 by 4 is giving me 2, and 2 can be made 0 by another one operation. Now, 13, 14, and then 15. So all these, if you see, right, let me take. So if you see, 4 by 4 is 1 and 1 can be made 0 by another operation. 5 by 4 is 1, 1 by 4 is 0. 6 by 4 is 1, 1 by 4 is 0. Let us take this 15. 15 by 4, 4 threes are 12, right? So 3 by 4 is 0. So all these elements are taking 2. What is the thing which we have noticed is from 4 power 0 to 4 power 1 minus 1, it takes only number of operations 1. Now range, right? range 4 power 0 to 4 power 1 minus 1, it takes only one operation. Now 4 power 1 to 4 square minus 1, if you see from 4 to 4 square minus 1, 16 minus 1, 15, it is taking two operations. However, it is the same thing with 4 square to 4 power 3 minus 1 will take 3 operations, right? So, what we need to do is just we need, let me take this example so that you can understand it better, right? 2 comma 20. Now, let us just write all those elements. 2, 3 will take, let me write it as cost. Cost for 2 comma 3 will be just 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. All these will take 2. That means the cost is 2, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 will take 3. That means the operations I am taking it as cost. Now, I am starting with 2 and ending with 20. Now, I need this 1. Let me name the previous as 1 and the current as 1 and the number of operations as 0. Now, the previous is 1, the current is 1, and the operations as 0. Now, the cost is 1. So, what I'll do, I'm starting with 2 and I am ending at 20. Now, I need the left where it started and I need the right where. So, this will become the previous and this will become the current, and after that this let me tell you, this will become the previous and this will become our current. So L will be, for now I am saying it as the maximum of previous, comma, what is the start? Start is nothing but 2. So I just got it as L, right? Let me change the color. Right here I got L as 2. Now I need the R. I need the minimum. I need the minimum. What will be the minimum? Minimum will be nothing but for the end and also the current. I'll tell you what is this current and what is this previous. I'll tell you how. Now, after that, I'll make the previous is equal to current. I'll tell you what is this current is. Now, when cost is equal to 1, current will be current into 4. Current into 4 is nothing but 4 itself, right? Current will be 4 now. Okay, I got 4 as my current. Now, I am saying that start is equal to 2 and end is equal to 20. This is the range of this queries. Now, L is said that the maximum of previous comma start. Previous is just 1 and the start is 2. I might have a previous of 1, but I might start with 3. The query can be started with 3 or even 4. So, the L pointer, where I am starting with my iteration or my operations with is L, and where it is ending R will be the minimum of end, comma, current. Now, I am seeing this current as into 4. Every time current will be, now current will be 4, right? 1 into 4 will be 4. In the next iteration, when cost is equal to 2, current will be 16. Then the current will be here and the previous will be here. As I said, previous will be changed to current. After that, after this iteration also, it will go to 16 fours or 64. It will be the current and the previous will be here. So we'll be taking the minimum, which is just 20. So this is how it works, but let us go by step, right? So I got end comma current. Now let us see end comma current. The current is 4, right? But what is the number of operations which take for 4? It is just it is 2. But for this 2 comma 3, it is taking 1. So I need to take the operations as, let me tell you, as operations will be operations plus. Now I have this R, right? I have this L, R minus L plus 1. But you might be confused that 4 minus this will take 3, right? This is taking 3 numbers. And what I'll be doing is just multiplying it with cost. Cost is nothing but 1, right? So 4 is also included. So what I'll do, R will be minimum of end comma current minus 1. So I got the R, I got the L, right? So let me just take it in a boxes, right? L will be like this and R will be minimum of n comma previous minus 1, and I have previous is equal to 0. These are just the code snippets, right? Start is equal to 2 and end is equal to 20, right? Now current is equal to current into 4. Current is here 4. Now I have got the operations plus is equal to R minus L plus 1 into cost. What is R? R is the minimum of end comma current minus 1, which is nothing but R is 3 now. R is 3 and L is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So operations are incremented by 2 for now, right? Now I have this next thing, the cost will become as 2, right? The cost has become as 2. Now what about the current? As I said, current will always be current into 4. So 4 into 4, which will give us 16, right? 4 into 4, which will give us 16. Now this is my current, and what about the previous is changed to current. So here will be our previous. See, L is the maximum of previous comma start. Start is 2. What about the previous? Previous is 4. So L is maximum of 2 comma 4, which is nothing but 4. Now what about R? R is the minimum of end comma current minus 1. What about the current? 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. Minimum of 15 comma 20 is 15. Now, what I said, operations plus is equal to R minus L plus 1. So, R is 15. 15 minus 4 plus 1. 15 minus 4 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 into what is the cost? Cost is 2. So, 12 into 2 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. Right? Now, let us look at when the cost is 3, but the previous is changed to current. Previous is equal to current, as I said, right? As I said, previous is equal to current. Now let us see what about the current. Let us see. So current is equal to current into 4. So 16 into 4 is nothing but 64. I have changed it, 64. So current will be something here which is 64, right? Okay, now start is 2, end is 20, which are already fixed. L is maximum of previous comma start. Let us see, maximum of previous comma start. Previous is 16 and the start is 2. Maximum of 2 comma 16 is 16. Now R is the minimum of end comma current minus 1. Minimum of end is 20. Current minus 1, 63. Minimum of 20 comma 63. So the minimum will be 20, right? So 20 minus 16, operations will be 20. 20 minus 16 plus 1 into cost. 20 minus 16 is 4 plus 1, 5 into 5 into what about the cost? Cost is not, it is not 3, 2, it is 3. Here it is 3. So 5 into 3, which is nothing but 15. So if I add 15 to 26, it will be 41, I think. But we are not adding 41 to our answer. Why? Because every time we will be taking two elements, right? Every time we are taking two elements. So what I'll do, answer plus is equal to operations by 2. Let us write the code from scratch. First thing, LL answer is equal to 0. That's it. I'm just initializing LL answer is equal to 0. Now for auto q in queries, our start is nothing but q of 0 and end is nothing but q of 1. Now, I have start and also end. I'm changing L and R every time when I go through this cost. So cost will be from 1 to 17. I'll tell you why. Why? Because 17 times 4 power 17 is nothing but 2 square 17. 17 twos are 17 twos 38. It will not go beyond 2 power 38. So that's why I'll be going from cost is equal to 1 till less than 17. But before that, previous is equal to 1 and current is equal to 1 and also operations is equal to 0 for now for this query. Now, for cost is equal to 1 and cost is less than 17, cost plus plus. First thing, if I have, let me tell you that if I have the previous is greater than end, if previous is going greater than end, after this I will also get a cost where cost is equal to 4, then previous will become this current, which is nothing but 64. So previous has become 64 but the end is still 20. So if previous is greater than end, then break the loop there itself. Now I have just gone out of the loop. That's how I get out of the loop when I got previous is greater than the end. Now what I did, current will be always current into 4. Let me write it over here. Current will be always current into 4. Let us take this L and R. After that, I'll change this previous, right? First, initialize L and then R and increment the operations and then previous is equal to current, right? So, how do I write this L? L is nothing but the maximum of previous comma start. Maximum of previous comma start. Now what about R? R is the minimum of end comma current minus 1. End comma current minus 1. How do I increment the operations? Operations plus is equal to R minus L plus 1 into cost. Operations plus is equal to R minus L plus 1 into cost, and previous current will be changed to previous is equal to current. So this is the loop, and answer plus is equal to operations by 2. That's it, operations by 2. So these are all the queries and then return the answer at the end. So here I got 41. So what I'll do is just I'll increment 41 plus 1 by 2. Why? Because the other element, this one element, this 40 by 2 will give me just 20. What about the another element? For this one element, so that's why I'll increment 1 and just take 42 by 2 is nothing but 21. So this is how you solve this problem, and if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section, and thanks for watching this video.